It's fall, y'all. And we are in my backyard trying out a new filming location. So if you hear all sorts of crazy stuff in the background, my pre-apologies for that. Welcome to The Real Ray, Whimsical Wednesday, Fall Edition. For those of you who don't know me, I am a professional hairstylist and I have a whole bunch of tutorials and like lots of hair stuff. But for Whimsical Wednesday, we just do fun things that are uplifting and happy. And today, that is the season. It's fall in the South. And you know what that means. Pumpkin spice, everything. We've got some breakfast cookies. It says biscuits, but they're not dang biscuits or cookies. And pumpkin spice tea, and pumpkin spice coffee, and if that's not enough pumpkin spice, we have some creamer to add to it. Basically, this is like a whole breakfast pumpkin spice thing. And I am not ashamed to tell y'all that I got these before I even thought of this Whimsical Wednesday idea. There are so many more pumpkin spice themed things, especially in the grocery store in the South, because we love us some pumpkin spice. You know what else we love in the South? Some sports ball. That's right, it is football season and it is in full swing. In full swing, pandemic or not. My boyfriend's back here mouthing a Roll Tide. And War Eagle for the rest of y'all. I honestly don't really care. I am here to support all of the teams doing their things, and especially right now, good Lord, everybody needs some love. Those poor players out there. Like I was saying, here in the South, we really love our football. Sort of me excluded. Whatever. I'm here to support everybody. But it's not all football. It is primarily college football. We're crazy about some college football. Don't plan your wedding. Don't plan your birthday party. Don't plan a casual brunch if Alabama's playing. You know what? Just don't make any plans on Saturdays. Also, apparently somebody's having an emergency, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Well, now that I think the fire department has handled multiple fires in my neighborhood, took them about that long anyway. I believe we were talking about the sports ball. And I looked up what the SEC is doing to help keep everybody safe, COVID-free. They're having their players tested not once, not twice, but 3 times a week. And they are monitoring their cardiac situation, and both coaches and athletes that aren't competing are supposed to be wearing masks or gaiters and covering it up. And apparently the football players are also wearing gaiters so that in between times when they're wearing their helmets, they can pull it up and make sure and stay safe that way. They're also having everyone sign on to this app called GuideSafe, which we have here in Alabama, and I just signed up myself. And it's kind of just like a way of letting people know if you have tested positive. It uses like Bluetooth or something. Not Bluetooth, that's not right. I don't know what kind of technology it uses. It doesn't track you or like record your stuff. But if somebody that you've been around for more than 15 minutes within 6 feet of each other, they will notify you if that person or someone has tested positive. So that's kind of a cool way to keep track of things. And so if you're going to go to a football game in the SEC, they will have you do that prior to going, and they have like a health check situation, and you have to test off green for that. And if you don't do it prior to getting to the game, they'll make you go to a tent and deal with it then before you can enter. They're also limiting capacity to 20%. I don't think that's SEC wide. That is both Alabama and Auburn. And some of the other teams were like 25 to 30%. And someone, I can't remember who it was, I should probably look it up, maybe I'll put a pop-up up, was not even having people in their stadiums. So sounds like they are doing their best to keep the sports ball alive and everybody well and happy. So yay, go sports. And my favorite part of sports is the social aspect, so I'm a little bummed out about that, as I'm sure a lot of y'all are too, but that's okay. We have our little bubbles of people that are safe to be around, our pod friends, and maybe this is a good time to tailgate with your pod. And my favorite part about fall is it's almost Halloween time. I love how candy smells. It smells so good. Look, I already got my bucket full of candy, and although, you know, I won't be going to any Halloween parties, and apparently I've been told too old to trick or treat, I will still be dressing up and celebrating and including all of you wonderful people the entirety of the month of October. And who knows, it could go into November. There's no rules in 2020. We are doing whatever we want. So yeah, go on, get ready for some extra whimsical October. But fall activities you can do before Halloween. You can go to the pumpkin patch, which I think I will be doing, hopefully bringing you beautiful people with me. And it's probably a good time to take up some expert pumpkin carving, which is one of my favorite shows to watch on the telly this time of year. I'll have to do some searching on, I guess, Hulu, because we don't have regular cable anymore. See if I can find the name of it. But if you haven't watched that competition show, you should totally watch it, because it is freaking crazy what people can do with a pumpkin. It's so cool. I've been informed by my lovely assistant that those shows are called Pumpkin Master and Carved. So serious. Anyway, so those are socially distanced things that you can do right now. And you can practice your Halloween makeup and, you know, hop online and share it, do a Facebook video if you're not a YouTuber, or, you know, get with your pod of people and do pod things. Just because the world's on fire doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun. Somebody would stop shaking my camera. Another thing that fall means for us Southerners is you never know what the temperature is going to be. You don't know how to dress, because it could be 55 degrees one day and 80 degrees the next day. That being said, I dress like it's the Arctic every day of the year because my boss is trying to freeze me to death. Apparently, I work with a lot of hot-natured people. That being said, as dramatic as I am about it being cold, I would be like way more dramatic if it was hot. Anywho, that is fall in the South. Thanks for watching this episode of Whimsical Wednesday with me, Ray, on The Real Ray. If you have not already, make sure and hit that subscribe button, whichever side it's on, and the bell so you get notified when I put out new content. And make sure and like, and if you have thoughts, make sure and comment below. Since we talked about the sports ball, I definitely expect to see a bunch of comments about that. And Halloween's coming up, so let me know what your plans are. I love y'all. Stay beautiful. Have an amazing day. Don't let this pandemic shenanigans bring you down. I'll see you next week. Hooray! Bye.